soon as you get up out of the city, you couldn't see 10 feet probably.
Oh, yeah. You get south of Sawyer.
Yeah.
I don't drive Sawyer, but same thing. You get south of Sawyer, some of those buses, the wind just tears out there. And those roads, they fill right in, and you can't. I got stuck a couple times.
When I went to
Bad.
school, there were no buses. It was just,
Horse and buggy, huh?
It was that heated wagon, right?
not that way.
5 miles uphill each way.
Carpooling on the part of the people on the outside, and then they got their kids to school, and get together, if there was a run of neighbors, you know, and one neighbor, one time, one guy would drive, next time the other guy would drive. School ran regardless. If they couldn't show up, they didn't show up. They made up what they did. School ran all the time.
How did have you seen in the historical, I don't know if you actually, you're not that old, but the Historical Society had up there, down there in Bismarck, had way early days with a heated wagon that they used to take people back and forth. I don't know if you ever saw
No,
that.
I rode a bus going to high school between Denhoff and McCluskey. It had a stove in the back end with it was an old, on top of a 37 International truck.
Okay.
And the little stove kept the bus warm, and
I'll tell you,
Was that coal? Was that coal fired? Was that coal fired?
it was coal fired, or whatever else they needed to burn to keep it warm.
Right.
But it worked.
Yeah.
And we took the damn bus over one time, and of course, when that happened, everybody filed out, but nobody got hurt. And nobody sued the school district or ordered them on it, they just all went home, you know. Hey, you'd have a patient thing.
Oh, yeah.
But there were no buses in the state at that time. And I remember when I was on the education committee, and I argued like hell to give these teachers, school districts, all the money. In other words, the bus money and the other money, and we went 10% what they wanted to run buses.
Right.
Because we had buses deadheading out here, you know, to collect the state payment.
Well, they get it just to park it. Yeah.
You know, I bet you'd shut off a hell of a lot of buses if you didn't have to drive the bus to get the state payment.
Keep the fleet.
Yeah, I would say, the school
Keep the
district
fleet
decide
going.
whether they want them, or whether the parents want them. I remember District 8 fought like heck. They call a meeting, and all these parents would come and they'd set up carpools to get them in. District 8, the biggest district in the state. And they were doing fine. And
Where's
then
Mr.
the state
Winkle?
come along and said, no, you
He's
can't.
recovering from a quadruple
You gotta
bypass.
get buses. If you want money, you gotta get buses.
It's been about 2 weeks now.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, Friday,
Liability.
he went in and
Get killed.
he went in with some recurring chest pains, and they hooked him up to the machine and
So when you go to
Pretty good.
looked pretty good overnight. And they were almost going to send him home, and his enzyme test came back and it says, "You're going to ICU now."
let's see,
And the Monday following,
last Thursday.
could be 2 weeks ago today, got quadruple bypass done.
Thursday, because I bought a new home, so I'm in the middle of.
They took they took a nerve out of his leg, and they put it up a vein of his leg, but in his heart, and then they restored the blood flow to the heart. And then they said they noticed instantly the heart pink back up.
So it said no damage.
Yeah, so
No damage to the heart.
yeah,
No.
didn't have a heart attack before.
It's
So
right on the edge of it.
yeah,
My other one,
they would have sent him home. He probably would have had a heart attack probably real soon.
do you suppose they shaved his beard off?
Only trimmed it. Only trimmed it.
Any one time there it was the
That's scary. That is scary. You don't want that one.
Of course, we're gonna get a bigger house.
You buy your house?
Well, I got some questions for you since you're here.
My other one got listed
Yep.
today, it's supposed to be. Okay. So, yeah. So I'm supposed to
Which one is it?
You know,
It's most everything. Most everything, kind of.
yeah, they really, but you know, you gotta get.
What do we know about the Red Cross, Bill?
They're moving right along. They're towards on street in part of the building here.
How many cables are on the tower?
They'll be able to winter work. Bigger, newer, they'll get a bit closer.
Already probably. Right.
Here's like. Yeah, they're doing.
Line tower, do we have a?
Motor cable and.
That's it.
Wow.
Nothing for VHF. Didn't they used to have some?
Pour it on the ground and then jack it.
Well, it was on
Roof and then the floor and then the second floor. I think it was four.
Yeah. And those cables.
Somewhere down there, down there. Don't remember.
Did you get a place that you could have it?
Where you take a form.
So they got hoses, everything. They removed everything for the.
Yeah, that's,
Okay.
I mean, they do the form off.
So we need at least two.
Well, out here in the school, they bring the
On top of the.
We'll have to find out because we're in that.
Put it in place.
That's a tri-star hill or?
No, they're on hills, which is glad they're moving right along.
Yeah, you're right.
That'll be next report to the.
So we need at least two coax runs and one.
We were supposed to have one
Wire antenna.
Yeah.
You have any idea how much room?
Couldn't find it.
How much room is on the
Just go back. I know there's no room for property.
Oh, yeah.
So we went back over
Dipole?
If you wanna do 40 and 80, I think you're gonna have to use that vertical.
He's a good bullshitter. He's a good shit.
Would a 40-meter lead, dipole work up there?
Usually, that's my own thing. You did the same thing?
Like you say, maybe stuff right away, level it off, but.
All you have to tell me is what you have to do with ground.
Doing that to an antenna.
Oh, you're pretty dumb.
Like,
Best hand is
You don't know where you
I'm sure.
Yeah, I don't know how your guy is gonna. I'll have to find out where he's
That's our, how long is 40, 80 is.
I don't know, what did he say, what kind of radio?
Hey, Art,
Yeah, right.
Art,
We looked at.
your 40, 80 dipole, how long is that, do you know?
But nobody was serious.
Is that the total length or one side?
That's the total length.
So about 60 feet to a side?
Halfway on 80. Figure it out, halfway on 80.
Yeah, see, I never seen that one, I don't know.
More, what is it?
You didn't look at it, huh?
Oh, we all looked at it. I can't remember the damn point. Yeah, they are very displayed. Formula in the book is a lot of good, you know. You figure, your bill it is sharp, you figure the rates on that same station, 40 meters.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the end of it, must be the 40-meter track.
Great.
And I think figure enough rope on the whole thing. Sure would was so that you could run up on the inner one with 40 and the outer one with 8. We were quizzing them on this and their engineer was. Everybody got such a quick line on the damn thing. You had to cover the strap up in the air. Then they had their, had that with the pointer, so you get it where you want it on the pointer, and they have to look behind the poster. And every time they look behind it, really? They were little changes when they were, the outer is at the bottom. Make sure you don't get it. And some guy who was a boy.
Maybe it was just for short keys, but it was.
They managed to screw that under your last.
Yeah, the island one, at least they got the 6,300 beds over.
Needs one.
So you can at least get north and south in less than half an hour.
Yeah.
Pumps aren't done yet though.
And with the same price, it's
Yeah.
Broadway.
You think that would
It's
be,
the difference too, whether it's flat or whether it's this way.
well, if it's also, if it's sloped end or bent,
83.
That's
Full on.
Do it this way, or but in most cases, if you cut it the way they tell you to cut it, put it together,
You look at 5 years ago.
your average,
Sure.
adjust.
Anytime. And,
was yours a kit, or did you build it yourself, or
I used to think, well, we did double.
just bought the traps?
We got 5 times.
You got a ballon on it though?
No kidding. When I stop out at my bus, go out to my run, I gotta wait for the traffic to clear.
What do you think, Robert?
You know, you're waiting, and here they come, and it's
Robert.
holy shit. But then you drive around mine,
Robert.
look at all these new
Hello,
houses, new apartment houses. Hell, there's no people.
I drove through, there's a lot of people in this town now.
No,
Too many.
I drove through Watford Friday, it took me an hour to get through Newtown. Occupancy is on that.
Well, think how bad it's gonna be when they start building Trinity out by, you know, me and you know.
Well, it's that kind of, those,
Backed up to the
like
bridge.
mushrooms growing up out of the brick.
Oh, is that right?
They were doing some road work,
Yeah,
concrete, it was one car each way.
right. Oh,
83? No, it took me an hour to get through Newtown. Every third vehicle.
A friend of mine was telling me that he had a friend that stopped at Killdeer, south of Killdeer, where the Senate station is.
yep.
Stopped at Killdeer to gas stop, and he waited 45 minutes to get to the pump.
I don't doubt it, I do not doubt it.
Williston and Sydney were like that.
They were saying they expected by 2020 that Walker City was gonna be 15,000 people. And in 2010, the census, it was 1,700.
Well, mine was probably over 50, growing.
And I do not doubt it.
17,000.
No, they were 1,744. 1,744 people from the 2010 census for Walker City. They expect the town's population to be 15,000 by 2020. That's a big jump for that small of a town.
Well, they said a couple of years ago, they were gonna double the population in 9 out of 5 years.
And it's happened.
They get less than 7 years already.
Pretty close.
Oh, yeah. Well, you look at the housing, you go back behind Dunmo Dodge and,
Any direction,
yeah, and look at those apartment houses, they're full, damn, there's a lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of new, apartment houses.
It just looked on 16th Street.
Yeah.
Population density per mile now is huge compared to what it used to be.
Well, compared to 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Because they can get it, I guess.
Yeah, well,
Keep telling you guys, they charge what the market will.
They're talking they're gonna build another apartment system that's similar size to the Hyatt House.
you see that ugly looking at that, you go out on 14, and, that one area that they did all the groundwork on.
Yeah.
It is ugly.
And they finally decided to put up a couple of apartment houses there, jeez, that was a
Yep.
atrocious looking.
Yes.
West of, the YMCA.
Have you been up by Sykes recently?
Huh?
Have you been up by Sykes? The old Sykes building? Just go west and that, they've got a whole bunch of those things. Just
No, I did see those, they've been there a while.
No, there's been a couple more that have just exploded. That whole area is just exploding of growth.
That's why our roads are crowded.
Yeah.
They're building easy places around, get out like that, and they're never empty.
You get to Bismarck at 239 again.
Well, when you go over to the Grand Forks, it's like 316, 319 for gas. It's like, I was just over here last week, super cheap compared to here. Hardly as cheap.
I was in the gas business.
They got about 3 pipelines.
Prices the market will vary. You got some-
We got the oil, it doesn't matter, we still can afford it, right?
Well, we got a pipeline coming into the dump station down here by,
Yeah.
the turn off,
Back in those days,
17.
we didn't look at that.
That has helped with any over the years.
We
No.
always tolerated.
I don't know if I was, that's what one's been doing the whole time.
Yeah.
So they put the new turn off lane in on, Highway
West bypass.
2,
Yeah.
Yeah,
West bypass.
So it's a tank farm stuff,
Yeah,
or we'll come down.
there's a pipeline that feeds.
Well, they solved that though.
kind of like a ring road.
Yeah.
Bypass is kind of like a ring road now,
It'd be terrible.
Yeah.
but they're getting choked up too.
Well, and then they were talking about doing another bypass around the southwest side.
Yeah.
Walk inside to get.
That was gonna go out near your place.
I don't know where that's gonna go, right?
I was almost,
Supposed to go right by.
What, 339?
Yeah, Navro.
Yeah, 339, but you.
On what
By that new gun shop out
Cars,
there.
they punch it by 100 gallons.
Right by there.
It's north of Lynn a little bit, right?
Well, yeah, but where does it
4%.
come up?
yeah, I don't know.
Oh, okay. I've heard three different descriptions of what they talk about doing.
I think it was supposed to.
I thought it would go down by your place, because it would almost make sense to go, on that road out and down and around.
Actually, they want to go out further.
Well, I'm sure they wanna go farther, but I just thought it
They're
was more.
all built up around it.
Oh, yeah.
You go and spend time.
You take the bypass going around northwest side of town, you just look west as you're going across the river.
What we had expected in our retirement. I mean, you know, it's a Minot area.
Well, you go to where the Hyatt House is, and you just look west, and they got all those apartments.
Do they? We're gonna go do something, Fred, I don't know what you're gonna do, watch your
Well,
videos or?
I got about 6 things I should do and one or two that I want to do yet.
Are you still woodworking much, or?
I just finished my kitchen and I gotta clean up my shop, so I'm safe to walk out there again.
You, resurface your, wet door, or?
I replaced all the cabinets and bought new doors, had doors made for them.
What did it cost you to do that versus buying it? $3,000?
No, I'm trying to remember. I had 25 doors
Okay, you bought the doors,
and then drawer fronts and stuff, that cost me $1,800.
so who did the doors?
Why not Sash ordered them from someplace in California?
Okay.
Beautiful job.
And how about did you use veneer then on the rest of it?
No, I usually oak.
Were they oak before?
Yeah, but really hard stain.
Okay, so did you just veneer it with oak
Yeah,
veneer?
quarter-inch oak.
Oh, quarter inch?
I had a bunch of 1 inch, I still got 1 inch thick oak, I split it, and then I planed it down to a quarter. And based everything and cabinet in,
So you just glued it then and
glued it and tacked it with the brass.
brass?
Turned out real well.
Yeah, 'cause I know they do, reface them with, veneer,
Yeah, the problem with that, it tends to shrink and,
pull away, huh?
yeah.
Oak veneer, you mean? Oh, okay.
That's why you gotta do it over.
Well, I mean, you put the doors on anyway, but.
Yeah, the doors the house was built in '76, so it's pretty dated, they were really dark oak and made on particle boards. And
Really?
Solid oak doors and are oak veneer, or oak,
solid oak.
solid oak, or were they plywood, oak plywood?
No, now they're solid oak.
We had ours refaced one time,
Did you?
long time ago.
Did they veneer it?
It's a real thin,
Yeah, looks thin veneer.
I don't know, I think it's plywood, but it's really thin.
Well, it's got glue on one end, on the backside, and, you see, a lot of them now, they veneer them with, like, what's about as thick as what, a couple card deck cards.
1/16 of an inch, maybe,
Yeah. And
or
then,
smaller.
That tends to crack and stretch.
It's still okay, it's, I'm out just busy with it.
they come and do it.
Yeah.
You can order it, all your doors and everything online if you want.
And they
Companies.
put new doors on. Yeah, we
have to put new doors.
the original cabinets, we made ourselves and made a mistake.
Took the old ones out, put them in, doors in.
But that my problem, if I wanted to put in all new cabinets, I'd have to take off my granite countertops.
Yes, you do.
Could get it done, but it's a little hard to do.
It's heavy.
Yeah, it is.
Second, none of my kitchen cabinets, none of them are standard size. It was all built in place.
Oh,
They were hand built, so
And it's
I
like,
couldn't order something to fit.
yeah, on a special order, new cabinets to those dimensions, it would have cost me,
Working, yeah.
many dollars, so. And besides, I like to do that stuff, so it's fun.
Oh, yeah, you're equipped and you know
How,
what you're doing.
how did they come from, mine on Saxon door? The doors were all pre-done, stained, everything, huh?
It's all natural, no stain, but they were all finished, yeah.
So you're gonna stain them and varnish them?
I'm leaving it natural, they were all varnished.
Well, yeah, all that, I mean, pre-done. So they were
All
pre,
natural, that's the way they were gonna leave.
so they were varnished when you got them?
Yeah.
Okay.
My son had cabinets done in his house down there, cabinet maker, and, Sherry, he came in and did it. But even he, ordered doors and drawer fronts and doors.
I've got the tools to make them, but I decided I didn't have the ambition or energy. to
That's
make
what this guy said, he said, yeah,
I can't afford it.
he was a one-man operation now, and he said, they make them just as good as that.
we were in Vegas.
One thing that he did different is, he does everything in metric, he said. All his rotors are in metric.
Where you come from, Germany?
His shop was in Wisconsin.
Some of your shelves and stuff are okay, and your drawers are fine.
We were in Vegas about 10 years ago. We stopped at a really beautiful furniture store, Oak and other stuff. And we're talking at the guy about different things. He said, well, we can ship it back to North Dakota for you. So we asked him, was this made in the States? Oh, no.
Veneer, the whole thing.
Shipped to China. They tool it and send it back.
My doors are made in California.
Ours has been okay for us, since we had that done, we had the kids beat them up.
Yeah, I mean, nowadays, that veneer, they come all pre-sticky.
Everything's made in China.
I wouldn't know when they did it, it took them one day to do it.
But I noticed online, you can order and pick out whatever you want, dark oak, light oak, anything you want.
I remember right, I think it was $2,500, but like 20 years ago.
You can redo them?
Yeah.
You mean for you to redo them or your kid?
That's how long ago we had it done. 15 years maybe.
I think with the oak that I had used for resurfacing the doors, cost me $200.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And I didn't work real hard to get it done.
Did you use the same hinges or did you put new hinges on?
All concealed hinges and stuff.
Did you,
You just reuse them?
I didn't have them on.
Oh, you didn't have, okay, yeah.
did you glue that oak on there?
They glued it and then tacked it with small ground.
Contact cement or?
No, I used, like that Gorilla Glue.
Oh, you're.
I don't know.
I don't know, it's that kind of.
That's what.
Doesn't it kind of bubble, doesn't it kind of bubble up though?
Kind of dark blue, yeah.
How do you,
That foams up. Yeah, that's probably your thing.
Yeah, well, when it sticks, it sticks.
is that, do you have to worry about bubble up on that as far as, gotta really be sparing with the glue?
I didn't have any problem with that.
Did it foam out in the joints?
Just occasionally on the side.
That works good, bro. Gorilla Glue works good.
Yeah, I didn't use Gorilla Glue, but it's the same kind of thing from another company.
They all make, Elmer's has it.
Elmer's, yeah, that's what I use.
You never wanna buy a very big bottle, because it all sets up before you use it again.
Oh, it dries out, huh?
Moisture gets,
Oh, then it goes down.
moisture is for that.
Well, yeah, then it gets hot.
That's probably your theory.
You gotta have water. Mix it with a little
Why
water.
don't mix it?
You don't mix
It's just
it.
humidity or just
Humidity.
Yeah.
I
My
think,
countertops
There
are
was
dark.
something that had to do with water.
I think you can,
Yeah.
kind of what you're doing, you can lay it down on a piece of.
So you might not put the granite in?
Yeah.
Yeah, over by the cemetery over here.
Oh, yeah, that's, he sells real estate, his own address too. For Signal Realty. Oh, that's my kid's buddy.
Who's that?
Oh, you got the granite slab across the
It's
court
like
of the cemetery.
yeah.
Oh.
He bought, ooh, I had it, starts with an S.
That was probably
He's
10
right
years,
there,
12 years ago.
Doug Whitaker.
That way.
So that's who used to have it, this kid bought it, or not kid, he's 38 years old.
You mean, that's like an old man thing anymore?
No, it's,
Dad's a realtor for Signal Realty, and his kid is now, Schneidel.
Snivel owns it. Yeah, the one that's across the street from the cemetery.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Doug Whitaker's place.
yeah, well, I don't know if it's Doug Whitaker, but
Snivel
Snivel has it.
His house is right there.
Yeah, Snivel owns it now, he bought it from him here, I suppose, 3, 4, or 5 years ago.
Like a house, did he go to?
Did he?
Did he buy it?
I don't know. I don't know, Snivel bought it, and, cause he does, slabs, he's got all that slabs sitting there. I don't know if he does tombstones too, he probably does.
Whitaker's been having that damn thing in that family for a whole 16 years.
Yep, old man Snivel, his dad works at Signal. And,
So do you think we could put the,
yeah.
you think we could put the trap dipole up the Red Cross, or what? Do you think the trap dipole is set up the Red Cross?
Well, he did, huh?
60 feet to
And they carved it up from there, huh?
Charlie went to where?
On both sides.
No, but I mean, something like this,
Oh, yeah, they cut them out of the rock, huh?
just a thought.
Yeah, bring in a boulder and, at least you're driving up that line.
I ordered.
Figure I'd talk to somebody who knew something.
Pool table.
What's that?
I said I'd maybe talk to somebody that knew something, that's why I talked
All
to
of
you.
a sudden, I got two boxes from from Italy.
Yeah.
It's about
Hi, Robert.
square, and it's got samples of pool table slate in it. The cutouts for the carpets are different from Australia to Canada to here. So they had samples of all that. They must have thought I was a manufacturer. I don't know what it cost to send this to me, but they had a book in there that was written in Italian, but it had a lot of pictures where you could see how this was all done, that they cut the hunk of slate out of the quarry, and it was about a 10-foot cube. They cut it with, I think, high pressure water,
Oh, okay.
and then they would wrap it in mud and tarps to control how it dried off. Then they would transport it to this factory that had a conveyor belt that was miles long, it seemed like. And they'd run it through it looked like a bread slicer, bandsaw.
Yeah.
And slice it into thicker than what they were gonna end up with. Then it would go down through milling machines and mill it down to.
Mill rock.
If you look at a pool table slate, you can see the swirls from the milling machine. And they're only milled to within 10 thousandths, I think.
I think some of them cut pretty smaller pieces with the diamond coated wire. Like a.
Bandsaw.
So they get like a 4.5 by 9 or 5 by 10 table, a pool hall table is 3 pieces of slate. Or a 6 by 12 every table is 4 pieces sometimes.
How do they get the edges to match up correctly then?
Well, they have one big piece and then they cut it.
Okay.
Mark them. What they do is take a piece of chalk and they draw a big arc on it, so you know which way it lines up. But the slate was cheap. Like, it was only like $80
Oh, wow.
for a box slate. But you had to buy a container full of them and then ship them from there to here.
$8,000 Yeah.
But all slate is compressed.
Well, that's kind of making pool tables, right?
But a lot of that comes from Brazil now.
Does, huh?
And it's different.
Where does this granite come from?
All over the world.
It does, huh?
That place Charlie was at, you could get granite
Place
from
I got is from India.
India, Ireland.
Really?
Take a big ship.
All of it. I think it cost me $3,000, but granted, and all the colors.
Oh, okay. Did you do baptisms and everything?
No, this is the kitchen.
Charlie said,
I had an odd shaped piece left over, so I made a coffee table out of it for living room.
Charlie said,
How did you cut it out? Oh, you didn't?
No, he just built around it, I gave a lot of luck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Charlie said a joint in his kitchen countertop, and he said you can't even